In our first EVSC Spotlight today, Reitz High School's Feel the History class completed a project that recently won the approval of some of Evansville's greatest attorneys. About 2 years ago, the Evansville Bar Association approached Reitz High School's Feel the History video production class to get their help with a major project. A local historian, Bill Bartell, was busy conducting research on the history of practicing law in Southwest Indiana, including notable court cases and key events. The Bar Association compiled this research and turned it over to 24 students at Reitz, who sorted through it and decided how to best portray the video or the information in video form. Students ended up creating 6 video vignettes that will be displayed on the Vanderburgh County Legal History Center's entry kiosk just outside the newly renovated Superior Courtroom of the old courthouse. And there are plans to use their creations in a way the entire city can use.
But later this year, we're hoping to launch our Vanderburgh County Legal History Center website. They will be on there also, as will be all of Bill's research materials, dozens and dozens of oral histories that we've been collecting over the past couple of years. So that will all have a website home that the whole community can use.
The Evansville Bar Association is also hoping to create a curriculum that can be used by high school juniors and seniors in their history courses, as well as the Randall Shepherd Academy for Law and Social Justice. Great job by all the Feel the History students and instructors at Reitz High School. And in our second EVSC Spotlight today, a heartwarming story of middle school students and senior citizens learning from one another. Students in Diane Triplett's special education class at Plaza Park Middle School recently finished their Connecting Two Generations project at Atria Assisted Living Center in Newburgh. Early this year, students were paired up with a resident at Atria. Since then, students have gotten to know their resident, learning about their lives, what life used to be like, and in many cases, forming connections they don't have in their own personal lives. Now, at the closing ceremony for the project held last week, students presented their seniors with gifts. Each student wrote a story about their senior, talking about what they had learned about them from their talks, which was framed with a picture. Students also gave them photo albums of pictures they had taken, goodie boxes, and paintings. Teacher Diane Triplett has been doing this project for several years, and she says it's important that students have an opportunity to help others, develop kind, caring attitudes, and realize that there are things greater than themselves.
My students have changed because, first of all, they're super excited to get to school that day because they know the residents from Atria are coming, and just their communication skills, their listening skills, their empathy skills, their friendship skills, just everything, win-win.
My person's Miss Phyllis. She's real nice. She loves everything. She always looks at the brightest side of everything.
Meeting some elderly people is really been a fascinating treat. I love when they ever came over, and it always have been good because they always smile, and it is wonderful.
The project was funded thanks to a grant from the Public Education Foundation, the Rotary Club of Evansville, and the Love Foundation. Well, that's all the time that we have for today on Education Matters. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next Wednesday, and in the meantime, here's a look at what's coming up this week in the EVSC. Have a great week.